welcome to the Book Angle, where we talk about books from different angles and sometimes go in circles. I'm Anna, and this is Sabrina. And today we are going to be doing a little bit of a quiz. uh, might be embarrassing ourselves as English majors, former
Yeah.
English majors. How long has it been since I graduated in 2017?
Well, I
So,
graduated and got a master's in English and taught English. So I think if anyone should be more embarrassed, I think it'll be me.
okay.
Uh, I'm okay with that. You've had some distance and separation. I have no excuses. Uh, but did you ever watch the show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I know of it. I don't think I've ever watched a full episode, but I do know what, like, the
Man,
premise of the show and everything.
I loved that show. This video is inspired by Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? But it's Are You Smarter Than an English Major? And yes, you probably are. So I got 12 questions from ChatGPT. I did not get the answer key, and they're different types of book trivia or quizzes that any English major should know.
Should.
That
Should
is,
being the like the operative word there.
yeah, that you should know. And I let ChatGPT know when we graduated and everything. So I said, what should two English majors who graduated in, mine was 2018, graduated in 2018. No. Are you ready?
Sure, yeah, let's go for it. So, neither of us know the answers. Well, we might know some of the answers. Neither of us have seen the answers to these questions. So,
Yeah, I trusted Anna more than myself. So at the end of each question, instead of being the math wizard like she normally is, she'll be the Googling wizard where you Google the correct answer.
yeah.
Okay, are we gonna have like a countdown so that way we say it at the same time?
Sure. We'll have a like a 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
So what's our first question? Oh, do you want me to read the questions?
sure.
So, in To Kill a Mockingbird, who is the narrator of the story? Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. A.
Yeah, A.
A. Scout
Yeah,
Finch. Yeah.
we didn't need to Google that one.
That one is we both yeah. I actually have not read To Kill a Mockingbird since high school.
Mhm.
But I do remember that part very clearly.
Thankfully, To Kill a Mockingbird is actually a book I have taught before. So I do know that one very well. That would be super embarrassing if
Yeah.
I did. But I think we're starting off easy and then it gets harder.
Which American playwright is known for works such as A Streetcar Named Desire and The Glass Menagerie?
Okay. Three, two, one, D.
A. I have no idea.
You've never read A Streetcar Named
Mm-mm.
Desire?
No.
Oh my word. That was actually one. Not only did I read it, but in one of the theater classes, or we both went to school, I had to act out A Streetcar Named Desire.
Oh, I didn't take theater, so
Well, it wasn't a theater. Oh wait, that's not true.
you just said a
It
theater
was,
class.
yeah, it was a theater class, but it wasn't, I just had needed an arts credit.
Oh,
So I used it as an arts credit and we had to act it out. I'm confident that it's by Tennessee Williams.
should I like? I
You
don't
can
even need to
Google me to
check.
make sure, but I'm confident. But you can double check.
I'm just gonna double check.
That's fine. That's fine. But I'm kind of surprised. That's the one where he goes, Stella, and like yells.
Tennessee Williams. Yep.
Do you know the Stella scene? Stella! If I'll just keep on yelling it, you still don't know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Nope. So that's a point for you, but not for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Arthur Miller wrote some stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what he wrote, but I do know that
I
one.
think I've
Okay.
read something by him for school, but anyway, okay, moving on. Oh, what is the theme topic of the novel The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne?
I
Uh-oh.
I have to say I thought it was two, but we'll have to see when you Google it.
To
Okay.
what?
I think two of them work, but maybe not.
Okay, I have my answer.
Okay.
Three,
Three, two,
two, one.
1. B.
B.
Okay. I
That's
would say B.
let's see if that is what
ChatGPT had in mind for
yeah,
us.
yeah, because that's who created our quiz for us.
See, I taught the Scarlet Letter, but I always taught my students that
Guilt and redemption, yes.
okay, that theme is
Yes.
one word. It's a full statement. So when it said theme topic, I'm like, well, I do feel like it could kind of be some like social injustice things because of how like women were treated, but
Mm-hmm.
redemption makes more
Yeah,
sense.
because of her adultery and
Yeah.
how dare she is a woman.
That
Um,
yeah.
uh, anyway,
I have no
um,
idea what this book even is.
you don't know what it is?
No, have you read it?
I haven't read it, but I do know more about it. But I don't know the answer to this question. In the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray, who painted the infamous portrait of Dorian Gray? I don't know. So we're just gonna go, for me, I'm just gonna pick a name.
Okay, well, wait, hold on. Dorian Gray. That's the kind of Dorian picture of Dorian Gray. Wait, when is that even? What era is this? Like, I've never taught this.
I think this book takes place in the 1800s.
Okay, so maybe Lord works. We'll think. Okay.
I have
Okay.
my answer.
Okay. Three, two, one, A.
A. That's what I was
Oh,
gonna say. Let's see if we're right. If we made a good guess. I don't know why I'm drawn towards A, but I am. But we're right. Yes, it's
we're
right.
right. Okay, can you look up a synopsis of this book? Like, what even is this?
Okay, so the answer ChatGPT gives me in the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, the infamous portrait of Dorian Gray is painted by the character Basil Hallward. I think that's how you pronounce it, not Basil. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Basil. Basil is a talented artist and a friend of Dorian Gray. The painting takes on a supernatural aspect, serving as a reflection of Dorian's moral and spiritual decay, while Dorian himself remains physically unchanged and youthful. I knew that part of the book. That,
I
like, the
am
painting changes, but he doesn't.
so my uncle is gonna be so disappointed because he loves Oscar Wilde, and I'm like, I didn't even know this was his. I didn't even know. I didn't know.
In Fyodor, I don't know how to pronounce it. Dostoevsky novel, Crime and Punishment. What is the name of the impoverished student who commits a heinous crime? Oh gosh, I have read this book, and I remember being the only student in my class. I took Russian Lit. I was the only student in that class who actually read the book.
That would have been a Spark Notes book for me.
It is incredibly long and incredibly boring, in my opinion. Um,
I've never read this book. I have a guess, but it's only because Twilight's sitting right beside me. Anyway, okay, I have a guess.
okay. Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm ready.
Three, two, one, D.
A.
Oh,
Hmm?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Ivan. But also that's like the only name I remember from the book. So, watch me be like, there's not even an Ivan in the book.
I only thought of Dimitri because it's a character in one of the Twilight series, and I'm like, Dimitri will give me.
Okay, ready for this? The
Are we
cor-
both wrong?
we were both wrong. The correct answer is C. Raskolnikov. Raskolnikov.
Is there an Ivan in the book?
Raskolnikov is the protagonist of the novel. Oh, and I didn't even remember that he existed. The crime he commits is the murder of a pawnbroker and her sister. The novel explores the psychological and moral consequences of Raskolnikov's actions and delves into the themes of guilt, redemption, and nature of good and evil. All right, so the other guy was Ivan.
Okay, so Ivan is in there.
Well,
Oh no,
I'm Ivan. I'm typing this in. Okay, so the reason that I remembered Ivan Karamazov is he's from a completely different book called The Brothers Karamazov.
good job.
Oops. He plays a significant role in the novel, but in a completely different book. He's not in Crime and Punishment. Who is the protagonist and narrator is Sylvia Plath's autobiographical novel. There we go. The Bell Jar. This book is literally somewhere on my shelf.
I can quite literally see it, and I'm not gonna pick it up because
Have I? Maybe I don't have this book. Maybe it's just on my list that I wanted it and I haven't.
I am so
Um,
disappointed in myself because the person who I read Sylvia Plath with, shout out to Zachary Vernon, he was my favorite teacher at App State. He loved Sylvia Plath and he would read her poems so dramatically and was so excited. And for the life of me, I can't remember who this is.
okay, I feel like we should. Actually, no, I'm not gonna help you. You're winning. I'm not gonna help you. I can knock out one. I know one is not. One of them is not the right answer.
And I feel like the one that's not the right answer is also the one that I'm leaning towards because I'm pretty sure it's in the Scarlet Letter, but maybe it's not. I'm leaning towards Hester, but that's not it. That's not it.
Okay, three.
No.
We got it. We don't know, so we got to just pick one.
Okay.
Ready? Three, two, one. B.
D.
Okay, we both went with B. Is that what you said?
I said D.
Oh, you said D.
Hold on.
Are you just gonna look it up for us?
I have it here. The author. Oh wait, no, this is just the author of the Bell Jar. Oops.
So different
Bell
book.
Jar. Yeah.
Okay. So Esther Greenwood.
So we were both wrong.
We were both wrong. I was
Actually,
fluctuating between A and B.
I
Ah.
wasn't leaning towards Esther at all. I can't even lie. I was towards C and D, but I was just like, it can't be C. Man, Sylvia Plath is a big one too. Okay.
All right. In the novel Jane Eyre, who is the enigmatic and brooding master of Thornfield Hall? I love Jane Eyre, so this is an easy question for me.
I'm actually teeter-tottering, but I feel pretty confident.
Okay, three, two, one.
A.
A. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, what is the central metaphor in the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost?
Three. Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Three,
Three,
two,
two, one.
one, A.
A.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hope
I
it's
think
A.
I think it's A. I think you could probably make an argument for B because it's very
Yeah.
similar
But it's mostly
to
about the choices that you could take in life.
right.
It's like the path and the journey. Like it's literally about the journey and all the things you could have taken.
Well,
What
let's
is
see. Let's see what ChatGPT believes. Life's journey. Yep, we were
okay.
right.
I think we're doing better than we thought.
Who wrote the science fiction novel Dune, a masterpiece that explores politics, religion, and ecology on the desert planet Arrakis? Arrakis?
I've never read Dune, but I do know I wasn't supposed to read it in school.
Mm.
I started listening to it and it was all over the place, and then I just stopped. But I know who the author is.
I have read the first like three chapters of Dune, and then I kind of got bored and I didn't keep reading. And I don't remember. I
You
don't
don't know the
remember.
author?
I don't remember.
Mm. Do you have a guess?
I have. I am fluctuating between two, and I'm just going to go with one. Okay, ready? Three, two, one. C.
B. It's
B.
B.
Is it
It's
B? That was the other one that I was.
You can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure it's Frank Herbert.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the point. Okay, which novel by
Chinua Achebe.
yeah explores the clash of African and European cultures in the context of colonialism? Only one of these titles I know, so that's the one I'm gonna go with.
By this author or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, okay. Okay. Three,
Ready?
two, one. Oh yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Three, two, one, A. Oh, you didn't
C.
guess.
C. I was.
No,
No. Am I
no.
wrong? You said you were
Uh,
not going to know these, and you know these. I don't know these.
I know Chinua Achebe because that's a ninth grade requirement.
Ah,
Um, Heart of Darkness is by Joseph Conrad,
yeah.
right?
Sure. I believe you.
Mm.
Okay. In Virginia Woolf's novel, Mrs. Dalloway, what is the significant event that structures the narrative?
I don't know. So Anna and I were talking
Yeah.
about this before because I definitely didn't read this. She and I both had the same professor, but for different classes. And did that man talk? Like,
Yes.
yeah, you were
I
good.
so I had him for film, and it was just like it was basically a gen ed class that I had him for, and a very low level class, like did not play into your major whatsoever. And he would just come into class and be like, "This is the film we're talking about today," and then he would go on tangents for an hour and 15 minutes every single day. And I one day I finally just like started writing down each topic that he hit on, and it was over 20 different things, and all of them were completely un like they did not go together. Like we went from Martin Scorsese, which he was very that was his favorite.
That's his jam.
Um, and then we would talk about uh, like coffee, Africa, magic erasers. Like when I say we hit so many different things that did not go together, this man was the definition of ADHD having a conversation.
Yeah.
His thoughts did not go together, and it was a that class was an easy A because he really didn't care. It's just as long as you showed up. But
Yeah, I didn't read anything that I was supposed to read for his class, except for one poem by John Keats, which I don't even remember, but it's about like a Greek urn or something. I don't know. I had him for British literature. Yeah, I had him for British literature, I think. And I was supposed to read John Keats. I read that poem. I took very tedious notes on it because I was like, oh gosh, we're gonna have to talk about it because I didn't know him yet. He talked the whole time. And then we just had to do like after he told us everything, we just had to do like a two-question quiz.
mm-hmm.
That was basically all the stuff that he maybe said. So if you were listening, then you got the points. So we were supposed to read Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse. I spark notes it. And then I was all supposed to read Mrs. Dalloway. I have no clue. I don't even know what Mrs. Dalloway is about.
Yeah, I did read To the Lighthouse, and I did actually read that one, but for a different class. And I have not read Mrs. Dalloway, so all that to
How-
say, we're making big guesses here.
Let's see if we get the right one again.
Okay, what's your guess?
I was thinking a funeral.
I was thinking a funeral too.
A funeral.
Okay, we're gonna go with a funeral.
Okay.
Let's see.
I was leaning towards a funeral or a wedding. Those seem like
Yeah,
two big things.
a party seems too vague.
Yeah.
Um, it's a party.
A party?
Okay, so the novel takes place over the course of a single day in June as Clarissa Dalloway, the protagonist, prepares for and hosts a party at her London home. The events of the party serve as a framework for the exploration of the character's thoughts, memories, and relationships. Known for
Oh.
its stream of consciousness narrative style and examination of the inner lives of its characters. Yeah, stream of consciousness. I remember reading To the Lighthouse, and I had such a hard time with that book because it's stream of consciousness, and it's just so all over the place for me.
I couldn't tell you. I've read zero of Virginia Woolf's things. I've
Yeah.
read the Spark Notes for Virginia Woolf. I'm
Okay,
not
so we both got that wrong. And we're
love
picking
Emily Dickinson.
what?
You love Emily
I
Dickinson.
do. In Emily Dickinson's poetry, what recurring motif is often associated with the theme of mortality? See, this is where I'm like,
But you don't know it?
I don't. I know what it's not.
Do you remember when I was getting my teaching license and I used to send you videos that I would publish for
Yeah.
only for your eyes to see if I could talk about it? And I did one on Emily Dickinson and I was like, so in Emily Dickinson's poem. And I'm like, you remember this?
Yeah.
Well, because of that, the poem I did was Hope was a thing with feathers. And so
Yeah.
I would say birds. I shouldn't have told you that, but
Wait, is
that's
that the one that you're gonna say?
yeah, I was no, don't they? No, no. Hope
That's
is a
the
thing with feather. Sorry. No. Hope is that's the thing, not
yeah.
mortality.
That's what I was saying. That's the one I'm like, no, it's not birds because
Yeah, sorry,
that's
it's not birds. Um,
I
well,
was gonna
flowers die.
flower. Yeah, flowers make sense, right?
Flowers die.
We're gonna
Rivers
go.
don't
We're gonna
die.
go with. We're gonna go with flowers.
Yeah. Rivers.
Um, let's see. Flowers.
Okay. Wow, we're so smart.
Yeah, Dickinson frequently uses flowers as symbols and metaphors to explore the transient nature of life, the passage of time, and inevitability of death. Flowers in her poetry can represent the fleeting beauty of existence and the fragility of human life. Yep,
Yeah.
that makes
Cool.
sense. Okay. Well, I got 6 right, and you got 9.
I got nine
You
right.
got 9 right out of 12.
I had to, did you see my little hair
Yeah.
flip? Um, I teach English. Um, well, honestly, one of them were lucky. Two of them are really just lucky guesses.
Yeah, the basil one that we both just
That was a
guessed.
really good one. The Basil one. And the other one, I guess, too. How many did you all get correct? Are you up to your English trivia knowledge? Comment below. Are you proud of us?
I'm not, but that's okay.
We read for funsies now, not
Yeah,
for
we don't read. Well, I won't say that I don't read classic literature. I do read classic literature, but I read classic literature that I want to read and not what is required of me for a grade. Um, so there's that.
yeah. We read for fun and we promote fun, loving book reading.
Yeah, that doesn't make you go into a book slump for 6 years.
On that note, thank you so much for watching and
Like and subscribe for more.
bye.
Bye.